What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, back in another LEGO Star Wars review. This time we have set 75258, Anakin's Podracer for the 20th anniversary. So again, we've got the 20th anniversary figures and the new set and everything here, which again, this is probably actually one of my favorite sets so far of the that I've done, because I just like the whole design and everything of it. So of course, we do have the Luke Skywalker pilot little minifigure here for the 20th anniversary, which we'll set aside and look at the end of it. But for little figures, we do get a Padme here. So we got Padme, of course, as she appears on Tatooine during like the pod racing scene and everything there. So when she's, you know, pretending she's not Queen Amidala and everything there, so she's in her Padme suit, which we'll look at. And so you can see her hair design there. Again, they went with, you know, kind of like her hair from the movie and everything, but of course it's Padme or Queen Amidala and stuff, so she's got to have the crazy hair design. So again, I like the hair. It's got the braids on the front into the big bun in the back with all the different little braids hanging down at the back there. So again, looks very much like a hair design Padme would have. And then she's in the outfit that, you know, supposed to not draw too much attention to her, so it's got like grays and brown and stuff, but then she does have the blue shirt underneath with the blue little belt around her waist there with, it looks to be like a little red jewel there as like a buckle and everything, and then just all brown pants, nothing too special about that. But then she does have this gun as well for some reason, which she never had a gun at this point in the movie, but they gave her just the classic gun design. And I think her legs do look like they're the short legs, so they do make her look a little shorter and stuff, obviously, because she's a pretty young teen at this point, so they're, or at least supposed to be, so they gave her the shorter legs and stuff. So but they still have the leg movement and everything, which I like that they have shorter legs with the leg movement still, so it's cool that that is thrown in there for that. So we've got Padme, and then of course we have little Anakin up here in the pod racer. There we go. So we have a little tiny Anakin here, so in his classic looking suit, and of course he's got the helmet on, the pod racing helmet there with the glasses and everything. Look, of course, kind of dorky and everything, but it doesn't look too bad if you lift it up like that. So we got a little tiny Anakin, and he's got the short legs, but the ones that don't move, so even shorter legs. Then he's in his classic Tatooine attire, so it's all the tan color outfit there. Of course, his belt with little pockets on it, his little necklace type design thing in there. Then of course they give him a wrench, because of course as he's flying in the pod racer, he has to work on it and everything because it keeps falling apart, especially how Sebulba sabotaged it and everything. So we got little Anakin there. I wish he had his hairpiece, but unfortunately they didn't put the hairpiece in there as well. So if you didn't want the helmet, you didn't have to, so he just looks weird, so you have to kind of put the helmet on. So yeah, we got that little Anakin figure there. And then we have the actual pod racer itself, which I think is pretty cool. I never have had a Lego pod racer yet, so this is pretty fun and cool to have it. So of course they did this whole clear design with the stand here, so it can float off the ground. It seems pretty weak because it's just right here at the front, and it still seems like the pieces are bending and everything. But the way it's positioned, you got the weight here of the two I forget, like the engines here on the front, and of course the pod all the way here on the back, which kind of helps bend it this way, but the way it's designed helps keep it flat, and or keeps it standing up and doesn't bend or fall back and forth or anything. So it does do its job and worked pretty well. I wish they would just have like clear pegs here for this, so you wouldn't see this as much and everything, but you know, it still looks pretty cool and everything. So back here we've got the actual pod, so again, based on the design, you know, of Anakin's pod racer with the blue and the yellow, of course on the like gray design. So it's got all sorts of different little logos and everything in there. Then of course we have the little controls, the handles, of course, that, you know, it uses to control the pod racer and everything. Getting got little sticker prints all over it. Of course, don't know what any of them are, if it really anything. Has a little screen shield there, or windshield right there, so of course to protect him from stuff flying around. Then of course another blue sticker logo there on the front of it. So again, I think the pod racer looks really good. Of course I haven't compared it to like actual pictures of the pod racer, but I think it looks like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's Anakin's pod racer. So I really like that design and everything. And then of course I like how we have the cables coming up to the front, which are just like, you know, like the plastic tubing, but they were kind of bent up in the box, but I think the way they're bent and everything kind of fits in and looks, you know, like the pod racer does. So I think it looks pretty cool and everything, and I think it looks, you know, like the actual cables from the pod racer. But then of course they come up and attach to the engines, which, you know, they have this whole design, which I think again should all be clear, but the way it's designed, they just, you know, couldn't do that or whatever, I guess. Which, you know, the only thing that's really holding them together is of course the electricity here between, which I like the whole two pieces there. That's what's like holding them together to pull the pod racer and everything. But again, I like the design. So we have little parts here. So engine, of course, this could be like rotating and stuff, is what, you know, that has the little flaps, like Sebulba breaks the piece off, and then Anakin closes the thing because the flame's coming out, so like closes it and puts the flame out and everything. Then of course we have the designs here of the little like front pieces, the yellow, which of course you can bend out and everything they do bend around, but of course for it to look how it's supposed to, you just put them forward like that. And again, there's not like there's no guns or anything on this. There's little pieces you can move. I like how it uses like the swords from the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings in a different color for a piece of the design there. But it's just got, like I said, these little flaps there. So again, the whole little flap things, the pieces there can bend, but they, for look at the moving stuff, they don't do that. So you're not supposed to. And then again, just no flip on that side, but no like shooters or anything, which I mean wouldn't make sense because he doesn't shoot anything from it. But usually they would throw something like that in. And again, I like the whole design there again with the electricity and stuff holding. Of course, Jar Jar gets his face stuck in or whatever, and his tongue goes numb and all that sort of fun stuff there for that. But again, I just like the design. Then the handle, it's like, feels very like gun-like or something, so you can then play around with it. So it's just like that, like Podracer and stuff. And then they're coming back again. So it's just fun. It's a nice, fun thing to play with and stuff. And again, I really like the look and design of it a lot. It's just, like I said, turned out to be one of my favorite sets so far from this whole collection. Then, of course, we got the Pilot Luke figure here for the 20th anniversary. So they got Luke Skywalker in Lego Star Wars 20 years, 99 to 2019. So again, got the classic Luke design. So there on the back, we've got the logo as well. But we've got the classic Luke with the yellow skin tone and everything. So there's just the classic look. Nothing, no additional prints. Just very plain, two little eyes with eyebrows. And, of course, the mouth and everything there. We got the pilot helmet there. Again, of course, the Rebel logos. And then he's got the red on because he's Red 5. Of course, no 5 logo and stuff, but just the red helmet for that. Then he's in the classic orange outfit, so again, just an old little printing there right on the front for the chest piece and everything. And then the blue, or the brown little part there, of course, it's like his belt area, like the pieces that attach, kind of like a jumpsuit. And then, of course, orange leggings. And then he's got the, of course, Obi-Wan's blue lightsaber, or used to be Anakin's, I guess, blue lightsaber there. Of course, the classic design and everything. So again, another cool little 20th anniversary figure to go with this set and everything. So that's going to be it for this Anakin's Podracer sets, the Lego Star Wars set 75258. And again, I think it's a really cool set overall. It's, relative, I think about $30 for this set. And so again, I like the look and design of it and everything, especially for that price range and everything. It looks really cool. But that's going to be it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your opinions on this Lego set. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Lego Star Wars reviews. But thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.